Would I live here is a question I ask myself in every country I visit. So in this video I'm going to talk about Jakarta and whether it ticks all my boxes, taking into consideration accommodation, infrastructure, visa, healthcare, traffic, transport, noise, food, groceries, value for money, people, nightlife, safety, parks, weather, air quality, and overall vibe of the country. Oh, and least I forget, the ladies, obviously.
Hello, good morning, good evening, and welcome to Big World Cinema. Without further ado, we'll continue with what you're here for.
So, a disclaimer. I'm not here to say bad things about Jakarta and Indonesians in general, but I do like saying things how it is, which many people don't like to hear. I spent 5 years in the Philippines, but didn't have much of a Filipino following on my YouTube channel. Filipinos don't like criticism, take everything personally. They dislike my suggesting they should pack their own shopping rather than stand gormlessly staring at their phones as the checkout girl first swipes their shopping, then has to pack it for them too. Or saying that Filipinos would rather take a jeepney 20 yards than walk. I'm just making observations. So I discuss both the positives and negatives in each country I visit. I also make observations about my own country too, and the fat women who live there. Let's crack on. Which is generally unshaven in the Philippines, in my experiences. I've only spent 3 weeks in Jakarta, which is not a long period of time, but long enough to know if it's a city I'd like to live in. Firstly, you'll need to find accommodation, preferably in an area where you'd like to live. So you need to mooch around different areas, finding which area suits you. I stayed in 3 different areas in the south of Jakarta: Menteng, Setiabudi and Kemang. I stayed in a lovely apartment complex in Setiabudi, which had a great pool and decent gym. Like most cities, apartments vary in price depending on the size and location, with the cheapest being the further away from the centre you are. You should check out Flock app or Facebook Marketplace for property listings. The cheapest basic apartments listed on Flock are located just outside the centre of Jakarta, in East Jakarta, starting at 2.5 million rupiah a month, 114 quid or $153. But I'd like to live further south around the Menteng or Setiabudi area. The price of renting a condo at Taman Sari Semanggi, where I stayed at the first week in an Airbnb, starts at 4,800,000 rupiah, 220 quid or $294 per month. Many owners require at least a 6-month or 12-month stay with a 1-month deposit, which is all very well if you're able to stay in the country that long. When you enter Indonesia, you get a 30-day tourist visa, namely visa on arrival, which costs 24 quid or $32. You can also do this ahead of time. When your visa on arrival is close to expiring, you can apply for a further 30 days extension, which costs a further 24 quid or $32. You can only stay for 60 days on a tourist visa, but then you'll have to leave the country. Alternatively, you can get a long-term visa, a retirement visa, known as the retirement Kitas. Age requirement is over 55. You must provide proof of a minimum monthly pension fund of $3,000 per month or $36,000 per year. The criteria for obtaining the retirement Kitas is you have no plans to work in Indonesia, you must hire a maid or domestic helper, sign a lease agreement for 1 year, and must engage with a sponsor that acts as your guarantor during your stay in Indonesia. Well, that's not bad, is it? At least they don't require a huge transfer of funds to sit in an Indonesian bank, unlike in other Asian countries. Maybe the KTES is a better option than the Philippines SRRV visa. If you're 60 or over, you can also get what is known as a silver hair E33E visa, which offers a 5-year stay from the start. It's a shame I'm not entitled to that either, being bald. Prior to the COVID-19 pandemic, many wealthy Indonesians would prefer to travel abroad to neighbouring countries such as Singapore for medical treatment, which says quite a lot about the healthcare system in Indonesia. Naturally, the best hospitals in Indonesia are based in Jakarta or Surabaya, the second largest city in Indonesia. Private hospitals are generally the better option than public hospitals, which are not up to Western standards. Although the President stated as recently as July 2025 that he wants foreign hospitals to operate and invest in Indonesia so that public health could be better prioritised. So maybe in a couple of years' time, you won't die on your way to Singapore to get treatment. Getting yourself anywhere in Jakarta quickly in the traffic is a nightmare. Even more of a nightmare if you urgently need to get to a hospital. Jakarta traffic is well documented. One of the major factors living here is getting used to the traffic. I've visited many major cities in the world. London, obviously, Tokyo, Paris, Ho Chi Minh, Beijing, Phnom Penh, Manila, but without doubt Jakarta's traffic is the craziest. So you need to live in an area where the majority of your daily needs can be met on your doorstep. I like to walk around cities, but Jakarta is probably the only Asian city I feel like I'm going to get run down any second with vehicles coming at you from all angles. This past week the traffic is intense.
Yeah, correct.
And I've been in all the big cities. I've been in Manila, Ho Chi Minh, I've been all over Asia in the big cities, but nothing compares to Jakarta traffic. It is just intense. Jakarta does have a very efficient, very cheap transportation system. With the train line from the airport, the MRT, LRT, BRT buses with their own dedicated bus lanes, plus taxis and motorbike taxis. Travelling around Jakarta on the back of a motorbike taxi is the best way to get around. In Indonesia, motorbike taxis are really cheap. Even cheaper, I believe, than in Vietnam or the Philippines. Like a 10-kilometre journey will cost you just over $1, and drivers always seem to be available. During rush hour in Manila, I'd find myself waiting for 30 minutes or more before a motorbike taxi became available, but not in Jakarta, where drivers respond within minutes, even at peak times. But journeys are not totally safe. Numerous times I felt we're going to have an accident any minute, with a couple of near misses, which I've not had in any other city in Asia. So, apart from the constant traffic noise, Jakarta is generally loud. But having spent time in most Asian cities, it appears that each country is competing to destroy your eardrums before your old age. On my first evening in Jakarta, I walked into a mall where a rock band were performing on a stage in front of 4 people, believing they were at the Hollywood Bowl, with the decibel level set to deafening. Jesus. Wherever you decide to live, you need to check first if you're going to be woken up in the middle of the night. So it's 4:30 in the morning outside my hotel. While staying at the hotel in Menteng, there was a local mosque nearby, which would demand people's attention around 4:30. I stayed there a fortnight, and it wasn't a daily call to prayer as such. It was quite random. It was like this dude had woken up in the middle of the night having a nightmare and just wanted to let loose for half an hour. Then he'd go back to sleep. I was tempted to return the favour, stand stark bollock naked at my window and perform Bohemian Rhapsody through my tinny MacBook speakers whilst headbanging my bald head against a window pane. That would be a sight for sore eyes. Indonesian food is great. In Jakarta, you can dine cheaply on street food or small canteens named as warungs, which are everywhere. You can get a good meal for around £1, just over $1. Whereas it was double that and less healthier, hygienic and more fried in the Philippines. You could also dine at food courts quite cheaply, with meals starting around $3 or $4, which is a little more expensive than the Philippines. There's also many high-end eateries plus Michelin star restaurants in Jakarta, so you definitely won't starve.
What I have noticed is the prices of meals in restaurants is more than the prices of meals in the Philippines. So the prices in the warangs are cheaper than the prices of the meals in the Philippines, but the prices of meals in restaurants are more, probably because of the tax. So I've come back here next door to Warteg Marco's, the third day on the trot that I've come here. There's not that many places in this area serving good, cheap food. Most of the restaurants around here are a little bit more upmarket in the Menteng area. So I've returned here again and I've got 2 pieces of chicken, a wing and a breast and an egg and some vegetables and rice. This is probably no more than £1.50, which is pretty amazing.
In Jakarta, you'll find a number of supermarkets and grocery stores selling Western products, plus plenty of convenience stores scattered around the streets, most popular ones being Indomaret and Alfamart, plus Lawson and 7-Eleven. You cannot buy alcohol in these stores, however, as these stores have been banned selling alcohol since 2015. You can only buy alcohol from the big stores or designated liquor stores, with only around a dozen of them scattered across the city. Indonesians are friendly people, but I'm generally invisible walking around Jakarta, apart from being mobbed by young kids or street beggars, and certainly not by ladies who I'd like to communicate with. Indonesians in general wait for you to approach them, unlike their gregarious Filipino neighbours who make the first move. Indonesians are caring people, however, and I've had many moments when Indonesians have assisted me when they've noticed I'm struggling. When I first arrived at the airport, 2 ladies wearing hijab with children assisted me to board the train and whilst on the train. And at other times when I've been at a warung trying to order food when the owner spoke no English, people have come over and said, "Can I help?" Fortunately, there's generally someone around who can speak a little English to help you get by. But English is not widely spoken. Certainly not as widely spoken as the Philippines, where I've recently been living, and where the majority of Filipinos can speak some level of English. In Jakarta, you won't be having daily conversations with the lady on the checkout on the same level that you can have in the Philippines. I've had many non-conversations with people saying, "No English."
Camera.
Hello.
Hello.
Where have you been yesterday your day off? Yesterday?
Yes.
Yesterday?
Yesterday.
You were not working. You have off day yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday? You had day off.
Yeah.
What did you do? What did he do yesterday? What did he do?
Well,
What did you do yesterday? What were you doing?
Holiday.
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 And what were you doing? What did you do?
Yeah.
Resting, sleeping?
Sleeping.
Sleeping?
Yes, yes. No. Sleeping.
Sleeping.
But Indonesia is better than other countries such as Thailand or Vietnam, in my opinion, where not many people are able to converse with you at all, even in tourist areas where there's many foreign visitors. So yeah, the people are great.
Shy, it's a complete waste of time. Don't be shy.
It's for school stuff. So we made a video about introducing ourselves to.
Your English is really good.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So sorry, how old are you? What age are you?
I'm 15.
Right.
And some of us like 15 or like 16, 17.
You all look older and maturer. That is a compliment. Because you seem very mature, so you seem older.
Okay.
That is a compliment. So you're doing a school project?
Yeah, we're doing a school project.
And what is the school project all about?
It's about like English project about like introducing ourselves to people that we just met.
Right, like me?
No, but like we pretend like we're a stranger.
Oh, to each other?
Yeah, to each other. Yeah.
But you can talk to me because I'm a stranger. I'm joking. Where do you live in Jakarta? Do you live?
We live in North Jakarta.
Okay, so
Where are you from?
I'm from. Can you guess?
Oh.
No, can you guess? Can you guess? Can you guess?
So it's like from America or like from Europe. Yes.
Yeah.
Europe.
Yeah.
British. So.
Yes. So what are your plans for the future?
For the future, of course, I want to go to America.
Why America, not England?
Because I love America.
Okay, you love America.
Yeah,
You
I
wanna
love
go to
New
America?
York City.
Okay. How about you? Where would you like? What would you like to do?
Apa kayak di masa depan lu mau ngapain? Ini apa? Gak bisa bahasa Inggris. Iya, coba ntar gue yang ngomong.
You're going to go with your friend. And what are your plans? You're running away.
I'm planning to go Italy. I love Italy.
Italy, lovely. How about you? Same. How about you? Shy lady. Where are you? Japan. So lovely to meet you. You are lovely ladies.
Yeah, thank you.
Take care. Enjoy your studies. Take care. Okay.
What is your YouTube, Mister? What is your?
I will tell you. I will tell you.
I feel safe walking around Jakarta. Naturally, there's places I wouldn't venture down a dark alley after dark, unless the dark alley was in my bedroom and freshly plucked. If you like what you're seeing here and want to stay connected with my travels in Indonesia and across the globe, I think you need to subscribe and click the notification bell. Thank you. Jakarta does lack parks and fresh green spaces, however. Land has been bought by property developers eager to build skyscrapers. If you haven't noticed, over the course of the year, the temperature in Jakarta typically varies from 74 to 91 degrees Fahrenheit, rarely below 72 Fahrenheit or above 94. The city has a tropical monsoon climate with two main seasons. The dry season runs from June to September, and the rainy season runs from November to March, which is why I chose to visit during August. I actually feel more comfortable with the weather in Jakarta. I never feel like I'm getting uncomfortably sweaty here. I never checked the air quality the time I was in Jakarta. The IQ Air app currently shows that it's a little unhealthy for sensitive groups. I'm a sensitive soul, but never felt that the air was bad whilst walking around. Smoke in the air is another issue. Everyone smokes in Jakarta, or it feels that way, even in restaurants. Coming from the Philippines, it was much more noticeable here. I've never smoked, well, not tobacco anyway. I love outdoor terraces, but it seems that the outdoor terraces are smoker areas in Jakarta, where restaurants have designated the interior to be non-smoking.
So there's two parts to this restaurant. There's the outdoor space and there's the indoor space. The indoor space is for non-smoking. The outdoor space is for smoking. So I love an outdoor space. I love sitting in the fresh air. But all the smokers are out in the fresh air as well. I mean, why do they not provide outdoor spaces for non-smokers? Why has the outdoor space become a space for the smokers? This is one of my big criticisms with Indonesia. It's very, very smoky, and everywhere you go, you can't eat without getting smoke in your face or smoke in your dinner. Yeah, even indoor spaces are smoking. A lot of indoor spaces are smoking as well. So I think smoking was outlawed in the UK probably about 20 years ago, and it was absolutely brilliant when that happened, where pubs became non-smoking areas. Yeah, so obviously Indonesia is way, way behind the rest of the world. Tell the powers to be to sort out the smoking situation in Indonesia. It'll make life a lot more healthier.
Just a quick reminder to please click the thumbs up button if you liked the video, or thumbs down button if you didn't. Obviously. Thank you. So if I want to sit outside and eat, I need to sit in the smokers area, where many people sit with a fork in one hand and a fag in the other, which is totally weird in my opinion. Which brings us neatly on to nightlife.
I'm on a Gojek going to Setiabudi. It's Friday night. Friday night rooftop.
There's plenty of good bars dotted around Jakarta, but you need to share the bar area with the smokers, which, as I keep banging on about, I'm not keen about. Many women smoke here too. On the dating apps they show images of themselves smoking and in their profile say smoker. Certainly a lot more lady smokers than any other Asian country I visited. On a recent date, the lady got her cigarettes out of her bag. We were actually sat in a beer garden, surrounded by European foreigners, none of whom were smoking. She was the only one in the place smoking. Back in my hotel room, my shirt stank of cigarette smoke, as did her breath, clothes and hair. Great. So nightlife comes at a cost. Dating. Ha! And you think I'm going to give my dating experiences in Jakarta a 2-second paragraph? I've had more dating successes in Jakarta in a short period of time than I could possibly hope for over the same period of time in the Philippines, which justifies a video on its own, or two, so stay tuned. I could live a comfortable existence in Jakarta, well, for less than $1,000 per month anyway. Viewers who watch my channel regularly will know that I'm quite frugal with my money. Some would even say tight, but I'm not one for splashing out on lavish meals or pissing my hard-earned YouTube wages up the wall. So, would I choose to live in Jakarta? Yes, I would, but not ahead of other cities like Manila or Kuala Lumpur. Kuala Lumpur ticks all my boxes. I love the cultural mix, infrastructure, transportation, the people, and KL is a lot less polluted by smokers. So, until you clean up your act, Jakarta, I won't be moving here soon, you lovely people. Take care everyone. See you on the next video.
Okay. Oh, she's back. Where have you been? Boyfriend?
No. She doesn't have.
Philip.
Mr. Starmin.
Mr. Termin.
Philip.
Anak sekecil itu berkelahi dengan
Mr. Bigg,
Yeah.
this is John Lennon.
John Lennon.
Yes.
Can he sing me a song?
Kasih awak lagu kasih lagu.
No, ini Garantista.
I don't know what he's saying.
Ah,
No pressure. My name is Philip. Hello. 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 What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Kangkir.
I don't know what that is. My name is Philip. What's your name? What's your name? Who's next? What's your name? What's your name, sir?
My name is Jakarta.
Nice to meet you. What is Peanut Garden?
kebun kacang.
What is it?
This is kebun kacang.
This is Peanut Garden.
Yes, of course. Name is Farel.
Farrell.
Cristiano.
Cristiano.
Aris.
Benny.
Denny.
Rabbit.
Rabbit.
I'm from England.
England.
I love football. Chelsea is my team. Chelsea. Chelsea, London. I'm from London. We're the Blues. Yes. We're the Blues.
What is your?
Oh, here comes. She's hiding now. She's gone shy.
In Indonesia.
I love Indonesia. Today I will upload. Tonight. Watch tonight. This will go on tonight.
Do not upload it.
Yes.
Yes.
Wait and see. Bye bye. Merdeka. Beelzebub has a devil put aside for me. You've been watching Uncle, the man from Bigg World Cinema. Please like, subscribe and share with your friends.